Now for the, let me share with you, before we talk about what are the options to put teeth back in, let me share with you an experience a personal experience I've had with my mom. So for for as long as I can remember, my mom has had some missing teeth on the back. And after years and years and years and years of me convincing my parents to do something about it, my mom to do something about it, she finally got a tooth put back in there. And you know what she said to me? I remember as clear as day that she said to me that, "Oh my God, now I can enjoy my food a lot easier. Now I can chew a lot easier. Now my jaw doesn't feel sore anymore. And now for some reason the food tastes better too." I'm like, okay. Well, I did say I've been telling you all this while for many, many years. Well, I told you so. Oh gosh. Well, I always say you never know how much you miss something until you actually lose something. So which is why taking teeth out has always been, I'm not too sure about other dentists, but it's always been tooth heaven's last worst case scenario. We always try any other options to keep the tooth there because nothing ever feels the same as your own teeth, and nothing ever feels better than having teeth in the mouth, because it makes a big difference, believe it or not. So I guess coming back to the topic, what are the options to put something back in? Look, there are many options out there, and we can sort of generalize it down to two options. The first option being removable option, something you can take in and out. And of course, you or your love or somebody you might know of, you might know this. We're talking about dentures. So dentures, yes, some things that you can take in and out, and they come in plastic, come in metal form. I guess it puts teeth back in. It does the job. I guess the good thing about dentures is that can give you multiple teeth with just one plate or one device. So it's pretty cost effective in that way, and then it's also, I guess, cheaper in general in the long run, and it's a little bit quicker as well. It takes about anywhere between a couple of weeks to maybe a month, or maybe up to 2 months sometimes. But I guess the downside of dentures is, well, some people say, "Oh, what? I don't want to have plates like my nana has," or I don't want to have teeth that can come out like my dad's teeth, So that's the problem with dentures. It's the fact that it's not glued in. You have to take in and out. You can't go to sleep with it. You have to put it inside before you go to bed, and food can get stuck underneath as well, which can get quite annoying. And I've had some patients where they've told me once that they drive out of their house and they go, "Oh craps, I actually forgot my teeth at home," and they drive back home to pick it up and they come out again. So it can be a bit of a hassle having dentures, but that being said, it does the job as well. Now there are fixed options, something that's glued in and you can't take out. Now these things, fixed options consist of generally two options. You could either have bridges or you can have implants. Now let's talk about bridges first. Now bridges essentially, to put it simply, it's like the Westgate Bridge. Yeah, two posts on opposing ends, and then you have something hanging off it there. So it's literally a cap on one side, and then you have a tooth that's stuck on there. Now, as it's a fixed option, I guess the good thing is that it's permanently there. You can't take it out. And I guess in some ways, depending on the type of bridge that you want, you can have direct bridges, indirect bridges, and they vary in terms of cost. So they're generally the cheaper of the fixed options, if you get what I mean. But I guess the downside is that to put something over the tooth on adjacent teeth there, you're gonna have to shave a bit of the tooth down. Now, I guess depending on what the condition is of the adjacent teeth, if they, are broken down and probably should warrant a cap anyways, then maybe that's the way to go. But if it's a virgin tooth with nothing on it, it's, healthy tooth, to actually put a drill onto it and sort of take off a little bit just to sort of can stick something on, it's a bit of a shame. And it comes with its own risks as well. Not a very high risk, especially with technology these days, where we use at Tooth Heaven we use 3D scanning and no more more using yucky molds anymore. So those things are more accurate, and you can get, the risks are quite minimal, but there's still risks. Now I guess the other option would be and the other fixed option would be to have implants. A screw that goes into the bone and it stays in there, just like your own teeth. Now I guess the problem with that is the time. So depending on what's the quality of the bone, or if you have a tooth that needs to be taken out, or there's an infection in the bone itself, it might take anywhere up to 4 months to sometimes up to 8 months to complete the whole thing. Now, that being said, even though I said 8 months, you don't have to come in every day for 8 months. You get sick and tired of us. But I guess you probably have to come in maybe 3, maybe 4 times out of the whole 8-month period there. Simply because we got to make sure it heals up before we move on to the next step and the next step and the next step, and not rush through it. I guess the other downside is the cost. It's the dearer of the 3 options, and different places charge differently, and there are different brands out there as well. At Tooth Heaven, we use the best materials that come from Germany, and we stand by it, and we know it works beautifully with a good track record as well. Especially if you're spending so much money on it, you want to have the best materials that last that does what it's supposed to do. Because if it fails, then it gets a little bit trickier to fix. That's another conversation for another time, but I suppose the good thing about the implant is that it doesn't involve the adjacent teeth. You don't have to shave or touch any of the adjacent teeth. You're just working on that one spot only. And I guess the other good thing about it is that you can floss in between and it feels like your own teeth. And you can chew on it, not have any dramas, and like my mom, you're gonna enjoy your food a lot better, and maybe the food will taste a bit better too. So those are the general options on how to put teeth back in. Of course, it's only general in nature. To know exactly what works for you and your teeth, the best advice will be to see a local professional, or to book an appointment with the guys at Tooth Heaven, and we can sit down and have a chat with you to go through all the pros and cons, and then let you decide whatever you want, and we'll go with whatever you choose, really. So until the next video, I hope this video has helped you in some way or form, and thank you for your time. Bye now. Hey there. If what we just spoke about speaks to you or someone you might know of, and you'd like to find out more, we're more than happy to have a chat with you just by clicking on the links below. You can also contact us directly on our phone number on the number listed on this side. And if you don't already know about this, we do accept online appointments as well, and you can book yourself online from our own website. Now, this video is just part of what we believe in Tooth Heaven, which is changing lives one tooth at a time. Until the next time we see you, thank you for watching and take care. Bye now.